Welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly Hatch. I am Falcon Radio Operations Manager Nate Henners.
I'm Ava Thoman, the news director for Falcon Media.
I'm Brianna McGreer, reporter for Falcon Media.
And I'm Josh Delaney, reporter for Falcon Media.
And this is our third edition of the Weekly Hatch. Can you believe it? Week 3 already of classes.
I can't believe it. And for the Weekly Hatch, we have a logo in the works. This is becoming official.
We'll have something fancier for people to look at than my design in PowerPoint.
Yes, so be on the lookout for that. Keep on listening.
Yeah, and watching, kind of, I guess. All right, anyways, getting into this week's edition of the BG News, starting off with Freddie Falcon. He has a birthday, 75 years old.
Happy birthday, Freddie. Freddie Falcon was made in 1950. He was born. He debuted in a papier-mâché head and a feathered cape. And then in 1966, Mrs. Freddie Falcon came about and was then reintroduced as 1980 as Freddie's sister.
Yeah. Kind of interesting how the female bird went from being Freddie's missus to being Freddie's sister, but that's another story.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, but it is kind of interesting reading into the history of Freddie Falcon and the bird mascots.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about his 75th?
I mean, he's getting up there, but he can still move, so good on you, Freddie. Good on you.
I think he's had some work done.
Oh, probably,
new
for sure.
beak, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like he has new legs. He seems younger every year.
You know, when you look back at the old photos of him, he definitely has had some work done.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I do have a question about the Frida thing. So is this a different bird named Frida also?
You know, I think we're not supposed to think too deeply about it, and I think we're just supposed to let it go.
What I meant to say was, I'm very happy about Freddie's 75th birthday, and I hope he and his sister Frida have a great time.
He needs to bring back his feathered cape ASAP.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, it was interesting, though, because I was kind of like looking into the history of the birds during one of our meetings on Monday, but Frida, or the Mrs. Freddie Falcon, I guess, was originally like a mascot, I think for maybe the volleyball team or something, and was played by a male cheerleader. And then eventually the university made Frida Falcon an actual mascot.
I'm proud of her.
Yeah.
She worked her way up.
Yeah, she did. All right, anyways, moving on to BG's other mascot kind of things. Sick Sick.
Yes, from 1961 to 1964, Denny McGrewer was a member of Sick Sick. Back then, it looked a little bit different. They all wore mechanic uniforms and didn't all have individual themes like we know and love today.
You know, I wish our former BG News editor, Olivia Hartpence, was here because I would be making some jokes directly at her about her hatred of Frida Falcon and Sick Sick.
Well, here we love them. Happy birthday, Freddie.
Yeah, she has moved away from where the Falcons can get her, but I don't
Good
know.
riddance.
I think they're kind of cute.
Yeah, and back in the day, before the age of social media, Sick Sick was used to signal to students what was going on campus.
Okay.
So they were the messengers, huh?
They were, yes. And they looked a little different back then. You have to check out the newspaper and the website to see exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, and kind of all talking about this because homecoming is this weekend, talking about a former BGSU Sick Sick member, and talking about Freddie's birthday that's going to be celebrated over homecoming this weekend. But maybe you don't want to celebrate homecoming. Maybe you want to escape away from the people coming up to BG this weekend, and that's what our Falcon 4 is about.
Yes, Falcon 4 things to do outside of BG over the homecoming weekend. Around the Northwest Ohio area, we have the Toledo Zoo and Aquarium, the Town Center at Levis Commons, the National Museum of the Great Lakes, and the Toledo Mud Hens, all holding events or are open during homecoming weekend.
Yeah, and I wrote this one because, because there is like so much great stuff planned this weekend. I'm sure thousands and thousands of people are going to enjoy.
It's supposed to be the first sellout since 2012 for BGSU's football team.
But yeah, you got so much alumni coming up, and, the people here at the university do so much time, planning these events. But there are people who don't enjoy other people being around and just want to escape people. So if you are looking to get something else to do this weekend besides hang out with a bunch of people, there are some options. All right, moving on to a more serious topic, military veteran support here on campus.
Yes, BGSU offers support for military and veteran students. From advising and scholarships to mentorship and tutoring, the university aims to ease the transition from service to college while fostering a supportive community.
Yeah, and this has kind of been a big push on campus or by the university to try to gain like veterans to get their education here.
Yes, we have the non-traditional and military student services and the peer advisors for veteran education. So 2 groups who are really big in this support system.
Yeah. All right, finally, the band field. Big
Yes.
changes to that.
Last year, a few of the Falcon Marching Band members were getting hurt on their old band field due to the uneven environment and holes in the ground. And this year, they're introducing the new Student Green. It's a flat, turfed surface for the band to use, but also for clubs and activities to use as well. It's open for all students.
Yeah. If you've walked by it, at least I've walked by it a few times to go to Lot 12, but they've really come along with it just over the past month.
It's on the west side of the Perry Field House, and the ribbon cutting for the new field is September 13th at 1 p.m., the day of the homecoming game.
Oh, wow. So, you'll be able to see BGSU's big band, and then they're going to have a new field to practice on.
Exactly. Bigger things coming for the band.
That whole side, too, of the campus is getting some big renovations because you have the new band field and then Stellar Field, the baseball stadium, getting some big renovations as well. And you can read more about that, too, in this week's edition of the BG News. Falcon Media Sports Network production director Tyler Kavelitz did a really good piece on what's going on there, which will be ready for baseball season for the team to have a very nice expanded stadium.
Yes, I cannot wait for that.
But yeah, that is going to do it for this week's edition of the Weekly Hatch. Of course, homecoming this weekend. Are you guys going or are you guys escaping this weekend?
Gonna find some Falcon 4 things to do outside of BG?
Oh, I'll be at the tents with the alumni.
All I can think about right now is I wish they sold hot dogs at the baseball games.
Good thing they have the polyized breadsticks.
Yeah, I'll be actually here in studio because I am running the board for the football game. We'll have coverage of that from the Falcon Media Sports Network. Pregame 4:30, kickoff at 5 o'clock. So if you cannot be here or you are escaping here, you can tune into Falcon Radio for coverage of the big game as well.
Sounds
What are
great.
you doing this weekend?
I will also be at the Falcon Media and School of Media Communication tent at the alumni tent for the tailgate, and I'll also be interviewing some people from the tailgate as well.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of coverage on homecoming next week in the BG News, and plus more coverage on that over at bgfalconmedia.com. You got a lot of coverage planned there from the news side as well as the sports side as well.
Yeah, so make sure to keep on checking on our website. It's going to be updated pretty often.
Yeah, so if you can't make it, you can pretend like you're here on bgfalconmedia.com. And if you are here, you can see everything that went on bgfalconmedia.com as well. But yeah, with that is going to do it for us this week. We'll talk to you guys next week here on the Weekly Hatch.
Thank you for listening.